Hello, my beauty queens. It is I, the one who is ready for season 2, bitch. Okay? I want it now, Labyrinth. Don't give me none of that till then bullshit. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I want it now. Damn. Anyways, bitch, for today's video, I'm going to be For today's video, bitch, I'm going to be dissecting, predicting, ranking, you know, talking so, you know, what I do best, bitches. I mean, girl, about Euphoria. The entire season, honey. The characters, the scenes, the acting, the music. But anyways, bitch, let me not waste any more time and let's get deeper than cat with that guy that works at the mall, bitch. But before we do, girl, if you want to see more of me, if you want to see me react to season 2 of you, it's coming soon, bitch. It's coming soon. I'm almost done with the season 1. I'm almost done with season 1, bitch. So give me a minute. I'm in the last 2 episodes. So give me a sec. No comment. No comment. Then girl, why don't you just like, subscribe, and ring that bitch. It'll make me feel nice and tingly inside, bitch. Oh, at least one thing will. Girl, I'm telling you, the last time I got any girl, let me tell you something, it was just a Now, I asked a lot of you guys before filming this video, I was like, okay, bitch, let me know what you guys want me to talk about. Is there anything you want me to dissect? Is there anything you want me to analyze? You want me to just, you know, talk shit on? Some people were asking me to rank my favorite characters. Which is very hard. I mean, it's hard because they're complex characters. Characters are not just black and white. They're just like, I hate you, but or I love you, but I mean, I'm telling you, it's harder than Michael Jackson at a Cub Scout sleepover. So here's my mentality regarding ranking my favorite characters. Now, just because they're my favorite characters doesn't mean they're good characters in terms of like, this is a good person or this is a bad person. Favorite means somebody that I could just watch in awe. Somebody that I can like, ooh, bitch. Those characters, that, no matter what, you cannot keep your eyes off of them. Those are the best characters. So I was ranking, I'm trying to find an acronym to, you know, as to what qualifies them to be good characters. You know what I mean? So I came out with an acronym, and the acronym is STD. So basically, STD stands for structure, how the character is built, how the character is written. Is it written, was a well-written character? Then we have trajectory. Trajectory is the character written in a way that we can see them past one season. You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna be still interested in them in season 2, maybe season 3? Will we be interested in them in the long run? Not just for one season or one story in the first couple of minutes of the episode, you know what I mean? And then we have depth, you know, are they multi-layered characters? Are they not just black and white? They're, you know, there's a gray area, honey, you know, which is the human experiences. People are not just all good and not all bad, you know what I mean? Well, most. So that's what made me gravitate towards STD. I think my acronym is perfect. I think it's very catchy. Okay, I'm sorry to all the McKay fans. Don't come for me, bitch. I understand. Very good looking man, sexy, a face you want to sit on, a body of a god, tone, tight, fit. But he just didn't give me a good STD. You know what I mean? He just didn't give it to me good. Like, he just didn't give it, and it's not his fault. He's a fabulous actor. By the way, somebody also asked, well, let me not go ahead of myself. Anyways, I just wasn't interested in his character that much. His character wasn't enough to hold me. Like, if they don't show him for season 2, I wouldn't be upset, and I just wouldn't be like, oh shit, they didn't show him at all in season. Like, he wouldn't be missed in my eyes. I'm sure you would miss him. I'm sure you'd be like, oh my, where's Baguette? Not me, sis. You asked and I'm answering. He just wasn't my favorite. I don't know, but for me, his character was as useless as a condom in Ellen's purse. I mean, it just wasn't. I just didn't see it for him, you know what I mean? Because every time that we saw him, he was either attached to Nate or attached to Cassie, who have very strong storylines and just major characters. And for him to be squeezed up in the middle, he's almost like the Michelle, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm here. Okay, no, I'm here. Oh, no, don't do that. That's bad. I didn't say I loved you, but I did say I love you. Okay, you're gonna have the abortion, get the abortion because I don't want to have this baby. Nate, please don't do that. Don't talk to women like, it's just like bouncing from here and bouncing from there and never having like a fully realized human. He was always attached to somebody who was a major player in the show. I don't want to say it's bad writing, I just want to say that it was just incomplete writing, because I feel like we didn't get enough of him to care. We just don't care. I just didn't care about him. And a good character, whether he's bad or good, you care about him, you know what I mean? Only when he popped up on the screen I was like, oh yeah, that's about it. Although I'm gonna answer a question later on that was asked, that he had one of the best moments in the show, and I will mention it later. That moment was absolutely one of my top 3 moments of the entire season, but it's just at the top of my list. It was Like, bitch, this ain't Dreamgirls, and you ain't Effie. You gotta step up. Maybe if they give him a good storyline for season 2, maybe I can get behind him more a little bit. Regardless if he's more bad or good, if he's fully written out, I could get behind him. But for season 1, he didn't carry. Now next we have, oh my lord. Rarely do you see a character. I mean, the last character that I remember that had this little screen time but had so much of an impact was probably Sir Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs. He only had about like 15 minutes in the movie, yet I could not stop thinking about him. It was the same thing with Lexi. I was like, every time Lexi had, I'm telling you, her character is just that bitch because you barely see her. That's the thing. You see her, but it's always here, always there, in the blurred focus on the camera, and then it focuses on her for a little bit and then it's done. And then you see her saying a little something here, and then you see her saying but that's it.
Are you serious?
Yet the bitch makes an impact that you're like, what is she thinking? What is she doing right now? Can we focus more on her, please? Because I want to know what she's doing right now. Who is she thinking of? Does she have a crush on anybody? It's insane the amount of times I was thinking about Lexi throughout the entire season. I'm telling you, Helen Keller had more to say than Lexi this entire season. Unbelievable how much a character can impact you without saying much at all. The reason why she's so high on the list is not because she was badly written, well, she was barely written. It's because she wasn't fully realized, you know what I mean? We got a glimpse that we fell in love with. I just want to see season 2. I want to see her just spread her wings and prepare to fly, honey. Yes, I did just quote Mariah Carey. She's the queen. But the point is, I want to see more of her in season 2. I want to see her become a fully individual, realized character with a scene just involving her, not being the background to Cassie or, you know, peeing on Rue. Then she'll be higher on the list. But, you know, at the moment, I put her so high, not because I think she's a bad character, it was because she was barely written. It was almost like, okay, let's put her here and let's see where we go from here. I feel like her character was like, okay, I see something. I don't know what it is, but I see something. Let's put her in there and then maybe along the line we can do something with her. That's what it felt like for me. I honestly love Lexi. The sweetness, the But you know, it's always the quiet ones, bitch. So you never know. Season 2, honey, you might find her with a gag ball, honey. I'm just saying. It's always the quiet ones. I know. You know. Cause you know, it's also that thing of living in the shadow of the gorgeous, you know, Cassie, Miss Pretzel, like Peanut Butter Howard. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I want to see her just break the f out of that. Cause I mean, of course, you know, Cassie is Cassie. I mean, she's fabulous. She's a star. But you know, Lexi's a f***ing star, bitch. I want to see her more. Just saying. Now, next on the list, we have, oh, honey. Get your whips and chains, honey. Here comes Miss Cat. Here we go. Miss Cat has entered the chat room, bitch, okay? And she's ready to collect her check. I mean, what can I say, bitch? I mean, she is fabulous. Talk about STD. She gave us everything a good character should be. Not good as in like, oh, she's a good person. Good as in well written. Like the structure, she's a perfectly written character. Flaws, the innocence, the trajectory. I have so many ideas for what her character might go through in season 2. It's melting. I'm just stirring it up a little bit to see if it mixes. And the depth of this bitch, I mean, she went from this insecure little fat girl to this dominatrix sex vixen to this then vulnerable Buddha bitch. Like, there's so much, and there's still so much that I want to know about her. STD. But yeah, I loved her episode. You show her when she comes back from vacation, you know, she drank like 275 pina coladas, and then she gained like 775 pounds. And it's just like, oh, you see her, she still has this crush on this kid, because it reminded me of me being a little fat kid having a crush on this, oh, gorgeous Puerto Rican guy. Oh my god, he was stunning. Oh my god, I just would look at him in class. I would fail every class basically. I just was looking at him the entire time. I was, oh my god, toned, fit, and ready, honey. He had thighs, bitch, that you could have breakfast, lunch, and dinner and have some extra to spread around for Meals on Wheels, bitch. Oh god, I would have sucked him off in a minute. But she's a perfect character in the sense that we started off with her in the background. You barely saw her. You were like, oh, who's that girl? She's pretty. And then it was like, oh, wait. And then she gained her confidence, and we were like, yes, bitch, do it. And then as the episodes went on, you were like, oh, bitch, wait a minute, hold up.
You bitch and moan about your psychotic, abusive boyfriend who you've literally broken up with 1,000 times.
It was like that thing of like, oh my god, I love you, and be like, oh my, queen, diva, icon, what are you? And then it's like, oh bitch, wait a minute, pump the brakes, bitch. And then it was like that last moment with her, it was like,
I'm crying.
it's okay. Yes. The perfect character. I mean, she was written to perfection this season. But that's the thing that I love about her, is that people aren't all good or all bad all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. I mean, hello, even Mother Teresa had bitchy moments. I mean, I'm saying, I heard that she would sing, anything you can do, I could do better to the lepers. Yes, hateful. Now next on the list we have, the magical delights of Maddie Perez, honey. Oh, the baddest, but also the most up, girl. I don't even know where to start with Maddie. She is a lot. Honestly, one of the best written characters in the show. Because I feel like there's so many girls and even grown-up women that are like Maddie. They grew up in a foundation that is... and they feel like anything else is better than what they saw in their parents. You know what I mean?
You think I want this? You live in the same house and you don't even say one word to each other.
And then they go out, meet these guys that may be handsome, may have the most beautiful dicks, give you the best head, say they love you, and then they don't call you, and then you start banging on their door and they don't answer, and you just start calling their cousins, their mom, or their father, and they don't answer Maddie. Yeah. But anyway, there's a thing of this romantic fantasy that things are like a, you know, like a Jennifer Lopez rom-com, you know, well, except with all the bad acting. Also, this idea of what love is, and oh my god, it's unconditional, I love you, I love you, I love you. I want this so bad, I want this love, I don't care if you beat me. And then they end up on the cover of 2020. It's just like, bitch, wake up. That's why I feel like her character was so good, because it reflects multiple generations of women. That's why I feel like her character is one of the best characters in the show, because you can do so much with her, and the way that you choose to, whether she's gonna stay, whether she's gonna go. But yeah, she has this fantasy of, oh Romeo, except her Romeo is the poison in human form. I wonder if they're gonna write her as, you know, waking up, because in the last scene with them, it was like, you're this, you're that, we're not good together. They could say that, but still be hooking up. You know what I'm talking about. He's wrong for you, but the dick is bomb. I'm telling you, her STD is insane. And I literally am looking forward to seeing her later on in season 2. Bitch. Next on the list we have the double D cup diva, honey, Miss Cassie. Now this is a bad bitch right here. Oh, she's so good. Oh my god, she is a powerhouse. Cassie went through so much this season. I feel like a lot of people focus more on Rue because obviously she carries the show. She's the protagonist, but Cassie is one of the best, because vulnerability is not an easy thing to do in terms of acting it, convincing us to care so much for you to the point where I'm like, do not touch her. It's very hard to do that because it can become very like, oh, she's just playing the victim. But she is so good. One of the best, dare I say, actresses in the show. I mean, everybody's a powerhouse. No denying, everybody is a powerhouse. Excuse me. Sorry, it's the cobwebs for my legs. Anyways, but Cassie in particular, there's something about Cassie that I'm just fully gagged every time she's on this TV screen. I could do a separate video on Cassie alone. Her character is just so sad, and it's so complex, and it's so beautiful at the same time. And here's the funny part, that in the beginning of the season, I was like, okay, yeah, okay, you're cute, yeah. But it wasn't until the carnival episode. Oh my lord. You know the scene I'm talking about, bitch. I'm gagging on myself, bitch. Wait. It's that scene where she's standing right there next to Mussolini and Hitler, and she's just there. You can see her just trying to hold it all together, but you know inside she's just cracking. They're talking about her like she's not even there. Nate is just looking at her like, like inspecting meat at a butcher shop, and it's like, and she's like, but you know she's cracking inside. And it's that scene, you just see it in her face that she is just, when McKay says,
you guys like in a relationship?
No, we just chilling.
and you just see it in her face, that moment of her just like cracked. That was the moment where I was like, oh, she's the one. Because it's that thing of like, without saying a word, without moving, you know exactly what is going through her mind. So good. Oh my god. But then of course, I mean, her episode, which was episode 7? Seven. When you see everything that she's been through with her father, having that accident, then becoming addicted to, you know, opioids and pills and all that stuff, and then becoming, you know, having drugs, and then her mama, you know, being a walking gasoline, having to be that kind of protective towards Lexi, you know, trying to hold her down, trying to, you know, make her feel good, and also trying to hold her shit down, and then also being treated like a hooker in Miami. I mean, it's just like every man she's with, she gravitates towards men. Any kind of affection is just like, woo! Her legs. Her episode was so hard to watch. Seeing her, the guys recording her and all that stuff, I was just like, oh, I can't watch. This is so disgusting, I can't. You see everything that she's been through and you're like, oh my god. Like, will she get a break on season 2 and find herself a decent human being of a man? Stay tuned. Next on the list, the bitch who has Rue wrapped around her little fingers, bitch. Okay, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, bitch. Miss Jules. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. She, one of the most complex characters in the show. Complex in the sense that you know she's not coming from a bad place, but you know that her actions cause bad to people. It's like she thinks she's doing fine. She's living her life as she should. She's a young, beautiful young woman. But I feel like she's not aware of the ramifications that she has on people. You know what I mean? The impact she has on people, specifically Rue. And let me tell you something. Y'all think Nate and Maddie are toxic? Oh, bitch. Mainly because we see it. It's on the surface. With Rue and Jules, it's deep in there, bitch, because they, oh my god, they use each other in such a bad way. And here's the thing, we gag for it. We love seeing them together because they have such good chemistry. They're so beautiful together. When they touch each other, it's just magic. But the thing is, they're together for the wrong reasons. Rue, literally minutes after getting released from rehab, sees Jules biking by like Wicked Witch of the West. You could have had drugs stapled on Jules's forehead. It's so wrong because the need is one thing to want somebody to be with somebody for affection and stuff, but there's another thing of needing somebody to the point where you need them so much that you would literally kill yourself for them. No, ma'am. I'd rather be alone. I'm sorry. Because I don't want to be the one that causes you to OD, end up in the hospital, end up in a casket. I'm not the one, bitch, okay? I love myself way too much to be carrying that trauma around. I don't think that they should be together in season 1 or in season 2. They should not. Y'all know, we ship them, we love them because they're beautiful together. But Rue is an addict. Jules is dealing with the trauma of that I'm sure she hasn't dealt with. Her mother dumping her in a cuckoo facility. You know, it's too much. It's too much. They haven't dealt with it. They haven't gone through the fire. They're still in the middle of fire. So I feel like if they both come together, combust, and it's just too much. Let me stop. Oh my god, I could go about this bitch for hours and hours, but she is so good because her character is unheard of in television, and I love that it's not, oh, this trans woman, you know, she's a trans girl, she's just perfect, she's, you know, we're gonna paint her to be this beautiful angel so that people can see. No, she's a person. I'm glad that they didn't paint her to be this beautiful angel to convince people that trans people are, you know those people that need to be convinced. Them. She's a human being. She's trans, yes, she's a trans woman, she's a gorgeous trans woman, but she's a human being. She's complicated, she's multi-layered, she's an STD. And that's the thing that I love about Jules. Well, I don't love about Jules, but that makes her such a good character, that she has so much power over the main character. Like, Rue is the star of the show. I mean, they're all stars, but you know what I mean. And she has so much power that she can make Rue feel like the princess of Genovia. And then with one word, she can turn her into the Hunchback of Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't know how much power she carries in the show, which worries me. Like, she thinks she's doing one thing, but in actuality, she's causing another thing to happen. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. And it's funny because I feel like there's so much that we could find out about Jules because she's been through so much and lived such a long life for a teenager. We've seen so much, but we have yet so much to see. Well, like a trip to the free clinic would be one thing, but you know, we haven't seen that, but you know, I'm not judging, I'm just saying, you know. Now next on the list, darlings, we have, oh my god, what can I say? A gem, Miss Rue. What can I say? Rue, she is that person, that human being that is too sweet and sensitive for this cruel, dark world. You know what I mean? That's what I feel we love about her so much. Aside, of course, that Zendaya is fabulous and she's, you know, ethereal, gorgeous. Oh. But the thing that makes Rue so magnetic that you're just like, I cannot stop looking at you. We understand where she's coming from. That her, you know, she comes from the best place possible and she's trying to do her best, but she's just had enough with the bullshit that the world has to offer her. And she's just like, I'd rather be medicated, I'd rather be drugged the up than have to deal with the reality that is life. We can all relate to that. Obviously, we don't all take drugs and pop pills all day, but you know, we can relate to that idea of this world is disgusting. I don't want to partake in this. There's too much darkness in this world. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not taking drugs, but you know, I don't want to do. I want to jump into bed and watch the Golden Girls. I don't want to deal with reality. It's not cute. And that's the thing that she always puts up this front because she has to. She's a form of protection, and she puts up this front that's very, you know, don't with me.
Rick, I sincerely apologize for telling you to go yourself.
But she's so fragile. I mean, she's more fragile than Trump's ego. A lot of us are like that, where we have to put up a front for people not to with us and step over us, but inside we're just like, this is a lot to deal with. And obviously a lot of us haven't dealt with what she's dealt with, but we all go through things that make us put up a wall sometimes and protect ourselves. That's the thing that with Rue, whenever we see those moments of the wall coming down, it's literally like a child. It's literally like we're seeing a 5-year-old kid that's seen too much for her age. That's what makes her so good. The character's so well written. Her STD is off the charts. I've said this about everybody basically, but she honestly is the perfect character. Oh, she's the ship of the show. Oh my, I mean, the Titanic, but alas, yeah. But honestly, for her character, I'm so nervous, bitch, honestly, because, oh my god, I don't know where we're gonna go from here. I don't know. I hope she finds enough happiness and something to hold on to, because that's another thing that I wanted to mention. Oh, bitch, wait a minute. Rue needs to find something, not someone, something to sustain her happiness. Because here's the thing, she found Jules and we all think that, oh my god, she's in a relationship with somebody else that's perfect, that's enough to keep her sober. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because people don't last forever. People come, people go, people up, people mess with us or whatever. And that's the thing, she needs to find something, a passion, anything, it could be playing piano, I don't give a because if you have a passion, I'm not an addict, but you know, this is my mentality that let's just say I know I feel like you need to have something to carry you through those times when you're in the middle of the fire. And until she finds her passion, not Jules, that is like, no, I love this more than any drug I've ever had. You know, this is my passion. And until she finds that, we're not gonna see her sober. Ooh, I'm getting hot, bitch. I'm telling you, I can hate it. This video's gonna be so long. Oh, I hope y'all still with me, bitch. I hope y'all still with me. I have so much to say. If she doesn't find that thing, she's never gonna be sober. I'm telling you, by the end of season 2, she's gonna be dressed like Whitney Houston in mahogany from head to toe. Anyways, bitch, we have reached the top 2. Y'all gonna hate me for this one, bitch. Their STDs are insane. And the top 2 are Jacob's. This is, yes. Now, number 2 on the list is Cal Jacobs. Now, I can hear y'all squealing and gagging and herping and jerping, bitch, but hear me out. You're like, oh my god, how dare you have Cal Jacobs number 2 and not even put Rue in the top 2, bitch? Calm down, you little Hear me the f out. The mystery, the allure, the drama, the horror of Cal. I mean, Cal is a character that we found underage trans girls and underage twinks. I mean, at the beginning of the season, I was like, oh, what is this, Neverland? And as the episodes went on, I was like, oh. That's the thing, that as the episodes went on, the more I realized that people are more than their actions. Now, I'm not defending what he has been doing. However, what I am saying is that he, in my opinion, he might just be as damaged as Nate, you know, because of Cal, but also just as f***ed up as Jules. Different types of f***ed up, but f***ed up nonetheless, you know what I mean? The complicationness of it all. The only difference is that he was born in a different generation. He grew up in a generation where Jules couldn't be Jules and Rue couldn't be Rue. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to assume that he's in his late 40s, early 50s. Bitch basically grew up in the 80s. It wasn't a fun time for queer people in the 80s, bitch. Spoiler alert. Again, I'm not defending this kid. This ain't Call Me By Your Name. But that character was written with the intention of having a fully realized character. He's just not just Nate's dad and we see him at, you know, oh, Nate. No. Cal is written with the intention of being dissected in season 2. Honestly, we see more of him than Rue's mom, than Jules' dad. Any other parent that we've seen, he has the most to work with in terms of what happened to you, how did you deal with it, how did we get here? Because I do also think that, well, he's gay. Well, okay, wait, I'm not, because I know somebody's gonna get offended, you know, f*** you. This is just us talking. I mean, I saw him having sex with trans girls, but I also saw him have sex with twinks, you know, more feminine, you know. But I'm too old for him apparently. So anyways, but it's like, ooh, are you bi? Are you tri? Are you pan? It's like, oh my god, there's so much that can be said about Cal, but he's so good because again, just like Lexi, we saw him more than any other parent, but there's so much mystery behind him because every time there's a shot, that's the thing that I love about this bitch. Whenever there's a shot of just him, because he doesn't say much, but whenever they do these close-ups on his face and you just don't know what he's thinking. There's so little going on, but there's so much here that you're just like, what the f is going through your head? Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. And you know, at least there better be. I'm not in the writer's room, but you know there better be an episode, at least one episode, with him just dissecting him from head to toe. Just saying. But yeah, it's just like his ass is crazy. He crazy. I mean, his ass is tight. Jesus Christ. Oh, blessed be, girl. Blessed be. But I mean, crazy nonetheless. Just saying. And we have reached the number 1, the pièce de chute.
Nate V. Jacobs.
Rotted, gutted. But that's the thing. Without Nate Jacobs, I wouldn't have to take blood pressure medicine. You know what I mean? His character is the foundation for disaster in this show. If it wasn't for him, it would just be like a PSA for drugs. Because of him, though, he brings in so much complexity to the show, to the point where you're just like throwing shoes at the TV screen or computer, whatever the you're watching us on. But he's the best type of villain. The best type of villain because he gets away with everything. Why he gets away with it? Oh, well, I don't mean to turn this into a race thing, but because he's handsome, white, and he fits into this heteronormative society. If we just saw him without seeing the show, we would just think that he is the epitome of a man, what masculinity should be. You know, he's tall, he's buff, plays sports, beautiful girlfriend, he's this, he has that, he's that. Because let me tell you something. If Nate looked like Daniel Kaluuya, you know, Get Out. If he looked like him, oh bitch. Even the season, the second episode would have ended with him in prison. I'm just stating facts. But because he looks the way he does. But that's the thing, he can get away with murder. And you know what's funny? A couple of days ago, I was actually watching this documentary. What was the, was the killer inside. It's the Aaron Hernandez. Yeah. Bitch. After I finished watching the documentary, I had an epiphany. I'm like, oh, this is Nate Jacobs. That was the moment that I was like, oh, this is Nate Jacobs. If y'all haven't seen the Aaron Hernandez documentary, bitch, you will open your eyes and be like, oh my god, this is insane. I mean, it kind of makes Nate look like an angel, but at the end of the day, you can see it, how Nate can turn into an Aaron Hernandez real quick. Oh, bitch. Insane. Because you see it, it's that repressed homosexuality, or queerness, because I don't know what he, you know, he might be bisexual, I don't know. But it's just that repressed sexuality. He's just deep. It's like rotting inside of him, and you can just tell that he's just like so, and that's another thing. But, well, let me finish. I'm jumping all over the place, I'm sorry, but it's just, I get so excited. But that's the thing, that you see that repressed homosexuality the same way that you saw with Aaron. You see how it is just burning inside, and you just see that, oh, I would not be surprised if Nate kills somebody in season 2. Maddie, if he kills Jules, if he kills his father, if he kills his mom. I would not be surprised if season 2 ends. All you see is Nate and maybe one of the characters, and all you hear is a gunshot, and it just go fades to black, and that's the season finale. And then we have to find out who the f he killed in season 3. Wouldn't y'all gag? I would hurl at the TV screen, but I would just gag. The thing with Nate is that he is also another character that is so composed. He reminds me of American Psycho in the way that he is so always together. You think that everything is just fabulous, honey, because he's just serious. He goes about his day, he goes to plays his sports, he has his girlfriend, he does this, he does that, he goes to parties, he lives his life. Stoic. Only when he's questioned on his sexuality and when he's pressed by his father, Jules, or Maddie. 3 people that can set him off like that. And that's why I think that any of those 3 people could get killed in the later season. Because even when he's beating people up, Tyler, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I love you. Know I love you. I'm sorry. But even when he was beating Tyler, he was so composed. It was like this face was like, it's insane. He's always monotone, so that when he blows up, you're like, oh, somebody's getting killed. I cannot wait for season 2, because I know he's gonna stir shit up. He's gonna keep stirring shit up. I have a feeling he's gonna stir shit up. Okay, now that I got, that was the most, I mean, that was the longest portion. Oh my god, the characters. But guess that's the thing, that's the thing, that the characters are so important and they're so good and complex that you could literally make a whole video about the characters alone. But anyways, let me just skim through some of the questions that y'all asked. Y'all asked a lot of questions. Thank you so much. I love you. But anyway, some of y'all wanted to know about something that I had to go back and watch the first episode on, because I didn't see this. Some of y'all were saying about the missing 3rd brother, the 3rd Jacobs brother. Honestly, until a couple of hours ago, I didn't know what the f y'all were talking about. But I went back and saw the first episode, and when you see, you know, at the end of the first episode, we see the close-up of the, you know, that's when we find out that, you know, Jules is f***ing Nate's dad, and there was a 3rd brother. And I was like, holy shit. I sat back and I was like, there's so much that can be said. I mean, there's theories. Some of y'all had theories that, some of y'all said that he was Fez. Some of y'all said that he was Ashtray. I don't know, somebody in the cast that we are familiar with. Some of you were saying that the character died, and then that there's still this sadness over the family and all that stuff. But I'm like, why not go full telenovela and just... Hey bitch, it's me, girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I disrupted the video, but I just had to do a little PSA here because my microphone died while I was, you know, trying to do my spiel, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, what I was trying to say is that my theory is like ridiculous to the point of like, okay, calm down. But here's my opinion. I think when we were having the Nate flashbacks, Nate reminded me of those kids that grew up to be serial killers. They started off killing animals, you know, insects, and then move up to dogs and cats, and then you just killed your little brother. So I'm just throwing it out there, bitch, because there's something in my gut. I don't know. Nate is crazy. I don't know if he's serial killer crazy, or at least maybe like a one-time kill crazy. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just saying I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there because, you know, I want drama. You know, I watch telenovelas, bitch. You know, the crazier the better for me. I think he might have killed his little brother, and then maybe the family covered it up because, you know, family has high influence in the society and the community. So maybe they want, you know, like hide that shit under the rug because he has that look of a little serial killer. Am I crazy? He looked like a serial killer, just cold. What kid looks like that? Just saying. Okay, some people, well, a couple people asked what were my favorite songs and my favorite outfits from the entire season. Bitch. Oh, bitch. Maddie's prom outfit. When I tell y'all I was scalped, decapitated, my wig was found 6 feet under. Maddie's prom outfit is probably one of the most beautiful, and she just rocks it so well, because that's another thing. It's not just good enough to have a fabulous outfit, it's how you rock the shit out of it, and she was just feeling it. Crystals just like, oh my god, the little, and then the crystal here and the crystal there and the crystal down here, little diamonds for down there. Oh, Cats, the red outfit that she wore to the mall. She has the bob and then she starts vaping and shit. The red ensemble with the harness a little bit, and then she has that outfit was so good. Her pale skin, short hair, the way she was walking, and she's like, yes, bitch, you wanna f this. up. Red for danger. Jules' prom outfit too was fabulous. Oh, fabulous. Because it was like PJ chic. It was translucent. It had the gender in the back. Oh my god, it was so good. I'm gagging myself on. And also, Maddie's Chanel inspired, I think it was like a coral with a bluish, it looked very 90s, very Cher Horowitz with the little mini and then the little, like, you know, like schoolgirl preppy look. That was a fabulous outfit, bitch. Overlooked. Favorite songs? Honestly, the songs were fabulous, but the way they used Give Her Some Money when Kat is walking up, the way they used that song for that scene, genius. And the Halloween episode, Small Town Boy, the way they used that song throughout the entire, if I'm not mistaken, they used the entire song. How everybody was a mess after the whole Halloween episode happened. Jules is like, Cassie's all up too, you know, Rue is all like wet and shit. The way they used that song for that entire scene, oh, perfection. Those are my two favorite songs that I keep listening to, but all of them are great, but those are the two that I really keep on going to, that I'm like, fabuloso, bitch. Now, this is another question that people asked. It was like, who do you think is behind the black screen, darling? People want to know, you know, with Kat and all that stuff. And I'm just like, I had to ask myself that question too, because for a second I was like, okay, this is just another creep trying to, you know, this is a scene warning Kat of the dangers of doing this. I didn't think of it as like, oh, it's somebody that we know. I didn't think of it as, oh my god, it's Nate's dad. That did not cross my mind at all. Because here's the thing, Cal doesn't seem like the type to do that. He doesn't seem like the type to get behind a screen and be like, because he's been getting it in person for years, I'm assuming, so why would he go behind a screen now? You know what I'm saying? It's just so easy for him to get some twink to just ride his dick. So why would he pay to be with somebody that he can't even touch? Truly, if y'all want my honest opinion, I don't think it's anybody that we know. Like, you know, the guy from the carnival. Some people said it was the guy from the carnival. Bitch, I don't think he can afford $300 and to buy the whole wish list from Amazon, considering that he works at the carnival. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's it. I mean, for you to pay not only $300, but also to pay for the entire wish list, I don't think it's Nate. Some people were saying that it's Nate. Let me tell you something. I think he's having enough fish to fry between Maddie, Jules, Rue, Tyler, and Fez. He has his hands tied a bit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got much time to be buying wish lists and paying $300 and then while still up people's lives. Too much time. Too much time. But honestly, if y'all think it's anybody else, let me know, because I'm drawing a blank, because I don't think it's anybody that we know. I feel like there might be a character that we get introduced to in season 2. Like maybe there's a confrontation scene where it's like, oh, this is scary. Like a creep. Just, wouldn't it be perfect though? She has the happy ending of the show. The only happy ending of the show. For season 2, to her be like confronted by this creep who's stalking her, walking up to her after school. Wouldn't that be sick and twisted? I think it's much better than having somebody that we already know, having it be some creep we don't know, some psychopath who's just obsessed with her and wanting to just be with her so bad that he will do anything to have her. I'm just saying, I am not a writer, but I'm saying because she had such a happy ending that it will make sense for Euphoria to f it up. Also, I mean, there were so many questions, but also a lot of people were like, the tape that Maddie found. Now, here's the tape. Hey bitch, it's me again. I'm sorry I keep popping up. I'm sorry, I know you want a professional video, but you know, professional I ain't. But anyways, I said something while I was filming, but I went back into the episodes to see maybe if I missed something, because you know, I talk too much. What I was gonna say was that the tape that Maddie took from Nate's Bible. What I put in the video originally, what I had filmed originally, was that we never saw Nate take the tape. Because the thing with me is, Cal is so careful about his stash that it would be so ridiculous for me to think that, oh, Nate just casually took the tape without Cal stirring it up. But then when I saw the carnival episode, when they all got home from the carnival episode, you know, what I forgot was that Cal went through the tapes and he had that look on his face like, oh, shit, it's missing. But he didn't say anything. We didn't see him throw a tantrum. He just kept it cool and collected. It was just all in the face. That's when I was like, oh, okay, now, okay, gotcha. Because for a second I was like, okay, we didn't see Nate take the tape. Second of all, we never saw what Maddie saw. So for all we know, Nate could have done his own tape of his own. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see anything, which is a good thing to not show everything. But you know, we didn't see anything. So it was just left to the imagination as to what Maddie saw. I don't know what Maddie's gonna do with the tape. Is she gonna casually return it back to Nate and, you know, while they're doing their hooky, sucky, you're gonna stash it right back in? Or is she gonna go to the cops? Is she gonna go to Jules? Is she gonna go to Cal personally? Is she gonna keep it for herself and be like, oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna use this for ammo just in case in the future if they try to with me? Bitch, season 2 is about to be severe up in here, okay, bitch? That's what I was gonna say. So anyways, let me get back, because I gotta finish editing this video. Enjoy the video. Bye. There's a lot of ideas, I'm just saying. People ask, do you think Nate is redeemable for season 2? No. Next question. No, I'm sorry, it's no. Because Nate has been written up to this point to be the worst character, the villain. He is the epitome of a villain. He stirs up He causes ruckus where there shouldn't be ruckus. He's done so much damage that for the writers to make him as though this fallen villain to rise as a hero, it would just be a waste of time. Don't bother because I'm not buying it. I ain't watching it. He's an asshole. Let him stay an asshole. Nice and concise. No. Also, somebody asked, what was the best acting moment? I'm not an actor, so I don't know why somebody asked. But anyway, somebody asked, what were the best acting moments that you were like, oh my god, gagging over an eyes? Again, where I came back from McKay. Again, McKay was not my favorite character, but his scene where he got hazed and, you know, guys were jumping on him, you know, slapping dicks on his face and all that stuff. When he went to the bathroom, you could see torn paper, broken down, spat on, stepped on, you could see it on his face. And then is that split second of, I'm fine. That moment, goosebumps. Oh my god, so good. Also, one of my favorite moments was Rue when she was knocking, banging on Fez's door for drugs, and she's like, let me in, let me in. And Fez's like, no, no. And she just breaks down. Oh my god, the pain. That was probably the moment where I was like, oh, this bitch is getting an award. This bitch is getting an Emmy, a Tony, an Oscar, a Grammy, and everything. That is the scene that they show right before they announce the winner. That would be the scene. That would be the scene, bitch. Are you kidding me? Yes. See. A lot of questions about Lexi. About Lexi's sexuality. Is she in love with Rue? What do you want to see from her season 2? What I want to see her from season 2? I don't really know what I want to see from Lexi in season 2. I feel like whatever they come up with will be fabulous because I feel like there's so much, because she's literally a blank canvas. I mean, all we know honestly is that she's Cassie's sister. They've been through similar experiences. How they dealt with it are very different though. But in reality, she's a blank canvas to us, so they can go as wild or as tame as they want to with her. So I'm just like, whatever you give me, I am in for the ride. People ask, do I think Lexi is in love with Rue? I didn't think she was in love with Rue. But again, I hope. Let me just think. Rue should not be allowed to be in a relationship for a long time. No. And you don't, and let's be real, we don't want Lexi to be dragged down. Poor thing. She can barely handle, you know, leaving guys. As sweet as it would be, they're both sweet people. But you do not want, it will be hard. It will be really bad. If Lexi gets with Rue, oh no. Oh no, man. Because then Lexi's gonna have to carry her around and be like, oh my god, no, Rue, you're fabulous, you're gorgeous, you're this, you're that. I mean, Lexi should be an independent woman. Let her do her own thing, let her sleep around. If she wants to sleep around with women, I'm here for that. If she wants to explore her sexuality and she's like, lick these titties, then yes, I'm with it. I mean, there's no insinuation. We don't know anything about Lexi. We don't know if she's straight, if she's bi, if she's lesbian, if she tri, if she electrosexual. We don't know anything about her. All we know is that we need to see more of Lexi. But I do want to see some drama in Lexi's life. Because at the end of the day, we love Lexi because she is so innocent and so pure. But as I said before, it's always the quiet ones that give you the most drama. Bring it, bitch. Okay, one more question. Is Nate gay? Is Nate gay? Personally, I do think Nate's gay, but I don't think that he'll ever want to admit to it. I feel like he would commit suicide. He would kill himself before he admits to himself that he is actually a gay man. That's why I would not be surprised if he kills somebody, if he kills himself. The thought of being with another man in a world that he's been created to be this hyper masculine, the ideal man we look up to, you know? So for him to come out as gay would mean that he would not be seen as the ideal man in his eyes, in his mind, because of the environment that has been built in his house, in his school. So that's why I do think that he's gay. That's why I compared him to Aaron Hernandez, because when I saw the documentary, I was like, oh, Nate is Aaron in the making. But that's just my opinion on that, girl. I may be completely wrong, but you know what? This was my eyes sore. But anyways, bitch, it's time for me. My throat is so sore. I've been talking so much, bitch. But anyways, bitch, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to take a shower. But you know, girl, I hope you stayed through. If you didn't, I understand. But if you did, thank you. But anyways, bitch, I want to know what you thought about the theories. I want to know what you think. I want to know, girl. I want to know what your take on my opinions is. And also, I want to know your ranking. Who are your favorite characters? In terms of STD or not, whatever your thing is, I want to know maybe some of your theories. You know, girl, I just want to know, bitch. But you know, bitch. You know. You gotta keep it right. Keep it tight. And I'll see you until next time. Bye.